Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just above 51.5 cents. But XRP is moving with the rest of the market right now. And people are calling for a much bigger dip on Bitcoin, meaning that we could see a much bigger dip on XRP as well. I stopped buying XRP thinking that this dip might actually happen. And if it doesn't, oh well, then we go up from here. If it does happen, I'll be buying more XRP in the 40-cent range. As of the latest information available, a total of 37 companies are utilizing Ripple XRP network in various capacities. Specifically, 24 of these companies have adopted Ripple's XRP-based cross-border payments platform known as on-demand liquidity, previously referred to as Xrp. This platform is primarily used for facilitating international remittances. The names of 19 of these 24 companies have been identified, which include, and you see, Interbank, MoneyGram, and so on. Now, these companies are utilizing XRP, but I don't think they're utilizing it on a big enough level yet to create some sort of massive demand for XRP. I think that's going to come later once the central banks start to utilize XRP, like the European Central Bank, the BIS going live as well. That will be a game changer. That's when we will realize that 100 billion XRP may not have been enough to supply the entire world. Ripple is mentioned at the World Economic Forum as a company that can greatly improve transaction cost and speed. Take a listen to this.
We've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions directly on the internet between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides, and we can make this extremely low cost to move, and then enable individuals with digital wallets that can interact, and you can scale into the risk, right, is the way I like to think of it. But at a base layer, if you want to solve for this problem, governments have to accept that people want digital cash. That is a product that they want. And from a remittance perspective, that's critical. If you want to educate someone and say, hey, you should do this digitally, they want to know, is this as good as cash? Can someone turn it off? Can they turn it off? Is it as good as what I get when I get cash? And I think we need to answer that question definitively as a society if we want to solve this remittance problem.
Here's the problem. I do think a lot of people want digital money, but I don't think they understand what a CBDC is. Everybody wants fast, cheap, and secure. Nobody wants privacy issues where the government can shut off your money or keep you from buying certain things. I think people would be accepting of a CBDC, even if we had privacy laws put in place. That would be a game changer. Plus, central bank digital currency has to work like physical paper cash. It doesn't have to expire over a period of time. People still like to save money for a rainy day or save up for things that they want to buy. Once they address those issues, then I could see a CBDC working. Until then, people are better off with cash. Bank of International Settlements, 6 new upcoming projects in 2024. It looks like the BIS is looking for a very big 2024. Project Leap Eurosystem Center, moving into its second phase. This project is exploring ways to safeguard payment systems against potential threats from quantum computing. There's more and more talk about quantum computing now. I think it's because we're getting closer and closer to the new financial system. Project Symbiosis Hong Kong Center. This project is utilizing AI and big data to improve transparency in supply chain disclosures with a focus on tracking Scope 3 emissions. AI is also amping up. That's also going to be part of the new financial system as well. Project Aurorum. Hong Kong centers, concentrating on privacy aspects of retail CBDC transactions. This project seeks to enhance the design of CBDC systems with input from academia and privacy regulators. Like I said, people will accept the CBDC as long as privacy is taken care of first. You need to get privacy laws ahead of a CBDC. Project NGFS Data Directory 2.0 Singapore Center aims to update the data directory platform of the network for greening the financial system. Like I always said, any cryptocurrency that's not green is not going to be part of the new financial system. Project Promesa. This initiative is exploring the tokenization of promissory notes through distributed ledger technology in collaboration with the Swiss National Bank and the World Bank Group. Tokenization is going to really pick up this year. Wait and see. Project Hertha, London Center, focuses on using network analytics to detect financial crime patterns in payment systems. Again, they want to eliminate crime when it comes to payments. And that's why we're going to see regulations very soon. And Jamil Kays says, is Gary taking orders from the above? Bis, listen to the language here.
Our work, crypto assets, like Martin said, has been taking up a lot of time and mental energy in terms of thinking about what the next step should be. If I can just start with a big picture sort of framework, which I think you're hearing from each of us, I just want to sort of maybe put it into my own words, which is I think there's three things that we probably are all trying to do. You've heard a lot about us trying to agree on minimum standards that can be applied globally, and that's a lot of what you've heard is us working on that. And Martin was just alluding to the second one, which is once we have those in place, we have to work to ensure that those are implemented consistently around the world. You can't have pockets where it's not implemented. It just doesn't work at that point. And then the third piece is, I think you heard it a few times already, is this is an area that's just changing rapidly. Martin referred to 3 different phases. Neil referred to some changes and how hard it is to categorize things. We have to have a framework in place that ensures that we're going to cooperate, coordinate, and share information, because once we put these standards in place, we can't just sit back and go, it's done.
Like I said, global crypto regulations are coming, and this could be the reason that Gary is holding Ripple and XRP back still, because there's no global regulations yet. You can't send money across borders if regulations are different from one country to another country to another country, and that's exactly what he's talking about. Minimal framework that's adopted everywhere, all throughout the world. That's why I always thought, 2024 is the year we're going to see global crypto regulations. And I think that's when Ripple and XRP will get the green light. And it's coming. And I really think it's going to happen this year. The missing Genesis block. XRP ledgers lost history. Regrettably, a mishap early in the XRP ledger's history resulted in the loss of ledgers number 1 through 32,569, creating a void in the recorded data. Consequently, the XRP ledger's earliest available ledger starts from 32,570. Now, there's a lot of speculation around this. A lot of people try to tie it to Bitcoin. Other people say no, it has to do with the Ripple executives and the XRP that they got early on. But Edo Farina has a different opinion. And I looked at this and I thought, this kind of makes sense. XRP equals U.S. gold reserves. Fort Knox. Let's begin by getting familiar with Fort Knox, a notable United States Army installation located in Kentucky. Recently, Fort Knox welcomed a civilian delegation for the first time in over 40 years, publicly acknowledging the possession of $186 billion worth of gold. It is widely speculated that Fort Knox houses a significant portion of the entire U.S. gold reserves. Genesis block 1 to 32,570. By June 2012, the XRP ledger had gone live and was actively processing transactions. Notably, the XRP ledger being at its early stages in the first weeks of operation, had some bugs that warranted occasional and consistent fixes, or at least that is the official version from Ripple. As a result, the ledger sequence was reset multiple times, leading to the deletion of transaction history. The XRP ledger version that we know today began in December of 2012. The first week's worth of data completely disappeared. Ledgers 1 to 32,570 are non-existent. There are a total of 136 Genesis wallets. Having a closer look at the largest ones, there's an outstanding wallet that holds 6 billion XRP, and this wallet is x.fortknox.b. Tracking down these transactions, it's clear that XRP held there was sent directly from Ripple. So do you think the XRP ledger and these missing blocks are tied to Fort Knox? Because that's what he's trying to point out here. Having another look at the Genesis wallets, another surprise in Wallet X distributor.1 that held 80% of the total supply. When tracking down transactions in the 26th of January 2013, 9 transactions distributed almost the entire supply in different wallets. And, then it gets crazy because then it ties to Rosie Rios. Notice that Rosie Rios, former U.S. Treasurer of the United States, signed the $100 bill, has been added to Ripple Board of Directors. Rosie Rios had direct oversight of the gold reserves at Fort Knox. So do you think that gold was tied to the XRP ledger? That's the big question. And I looked at this and I read through it a few times, and maybe XRP is tied to the U.S. gold reserves. What are your thoughts on that? Put it in the comments section down below, because no one has came out and talked about this. David Schwartz has not talked about this or cleared this up in any way. Maybe those blocks are where they are for a reason. David Schwartz on Medico and HSBC, insurance for digital assets, tokenization for gold, tokenization for securities. Take a listen to that.
That has been, that was so exciting. We knew we needed some sort of a custody solution. Trying to find Ripple, trying to be like a sort of one-stop shop for institutional adoption of crypto, and trying to provide a platform that would provide access to the XRP ledger, to tokenization, to payments, particularly. Like there had to be a secure custody solution in there somewhere. And so we looked at many different companies, and then in May we acquired Medico. It was a huge acquisition, $250 million, Ripple's largest acquisition ever, and obviously it was a fantastic. It was kind of funny because when you first do an acquisition, you're not exactly sitting on the same side of the table as the company that you're acquiring, and everybody's afraid to say something that will blow up the deal. Like if somebody has I had this crazy idea of something to do, like that's a terrible idea. Let's not acquire. Everybody's on pins and needles that they're not going to blow up the deal. And I remember our first meetings after the deal was closed, when we were all sitting on the same side of the table. And I really have to say we found a bunch of kindred spirits. I mean, they've just been an amazing group of people to work with. The technology they've built is incredible.
Custody is key moving forward for Ripple, because that's going to tie in to later mass adoption, institutional adoption, especially as tokenization starts to pick up. Think of all that value that's going to come in as well. Us as XRP holders, we're retail investors, and we beat the institutions here. Now the institutions are starting to get interested in crypto, and as that continues to happen, us as XRP holders, retail holders, we have to hold on to our XRP, because decisions you make now can be game-changing and life-changing. Because say you sell and the institutions swallow up your XRP, and they're trying to make it harder and harder for people to buy XRP all the time. We're going to see that happen more as we get into the future, because all of a sudden the institutions are going to be buying it up at a very alarming rate and holding it. So when you go to the exchange to buy XRP, you're going to be paying astronomical prices for it, because by then the price is going to be up. We might even see scarcity at some point. Things can change very fast because we're dealing with a cryptocurrency that's tied to a lot of money. And once cross-border payments go live all around the world, I think we're going to see the price of XRP change very fast. And as tokenization picks up, it's going to change even faster. A lot of people don't understand that yet because they're so focused on the price of XRP today at 51.5 cents. And they're like, well, I could just go buy XRP whenever I feel like it. Sure, you can while the price is sitting here. But are you going to feel the same way once the price is sitting above $10? Then later above $50 and above $100? It's going to change very fast is what I'm saying. And that's why I'm always trying to get you to focus away from the price and be more focused on the growth that's happening. And I don't know if Edo Farina is right about those hidden blocks or those blocks that disappeared, but it kind of made sense, and I wanted to share it with all of you, and I'm really looking forward to your thoughts on that. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.